Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. I already have this quadcopter bound, this CX-20, to this transmitter. What I'm going to do today is a quick check flight of this. I recently had an accident with this quadcopter. Okay, I'm only going to do a 3-minute flight with it, but let's unlock it first. I already did a calibration of its gyros, and a gyro calibration was needed, and still might be needed again because it tilts to the left like that. Here, what I want to do today though is I want to do some long distance flying with this check flight. I'm going to set it up to altitude first. Then I'm going to go to position 1 and 2. I want that altitude there, 1 and 2, and we're going to select altitude hold, and then we're going to do some long distance flying with this quadcopter. Now, about a week ago, a little more than a week ago, I had done a long distance flight, just like I'm doing right now, except I was demonstrating return to landing. And as it was coming in for a landing, I had the transmitter in my hand, and I was waving it about. And for some reason, the quadcopter started to wander toward my car. And to avoid a collision with my car, I had to take manual control of the quadcopter. And unfortunately, when I took manual control, I overcorrected, and it ended up hitting the ground pretty hard, breaking off the landing gear of this quadcopter. One of the landing gears, cracking it up pretty good. Now, that altitude hold, by the way, is working very well with this. As a result, I ordered a replacement landing gear, and I'm trying that out right now too. But I also needed to do some calibration of the gyro on this quadcopter because it really, when it hit the ground, it hit it pretty hard. But right now I'm enjoying flying this thing in altitude hold. All I have to do is control the pitch and maintain orientation on the quadcopter using, if it's moving left to turn it toward you. If it's moving right, turn right to move it back toward you. I know a lot of people are considering this quadcopter for its return to landing mode, but really, you should not be dependent on that if you're flying quadcopters. You should learn how to maintain orientation just by the quadcopter's movement alone, like I'm doing right here with this long distance flying here from my position. Let me fly overhead just to make sure my lights are still good. My timer's about to go out for 3 minutes. I wanted to keep this flight short since this was a first check flight after the accident, after the crack up. How's the lights on that thing? Okay, there goes 3 minutes. Okay, coming back down now. I'm going to go back to manual control, switching 0-0. And decreasing throttle, and I'm going to land it now. But again, this was just a short check flight of my CX-20, doing some long distance flying in this check flight. Welcome back. I still got some power left on those batteries. Let's go out in the gully here. And I'm going to go low in the gully. I'm going to hold my transmitter up high just so we can get some elevation here. But I'm going to go flying low in that gully. I'm flying entirely manual right now. Okay, coming back again. Again, I like this quadcopter. I hope I didn't damage it too much in that crash. Flying overhead again, looking at those lights. Lights are still good. Let's take it one time up this road. Going back to 1 and 2. Maintaining altitude. That's the one feature I like about this, really like about this, is altitude hold. Boy, I'm way out there. But this has the ability to fly way out there. If those of you who really wanted a long distance flyer, this is it. How's my lights? I'm going to come in for a landing now, folks. I'm getting a little uncomfortable because it's going to manual. Bringing it down in manual. And let's see, I'm going to land it. Land it right in the middle of the road. Actually in the grass. In what's left of the grass here. It's all brown here if you notice. There we go. And that's the check flight of my CX-20. It seems to be working fine. Going back to lock. Okay, it's locked. I'm approaching it. And I'm going to unbuckle it. So that's my flight of the CX-20 using altitude hold and long distance flying. Hope you enjoyed the flight. It seems to be flying well. I was worried there after that crack up. So hope you enjoyed this flight. It's Quadcopter 101 signing out.